okay with that?
Yeah.
Cool. Okay, so let me share my screen first. Cool. Are you guys able to see my screen?
Yes.
Yes.
All right, so for today's 1 hour lesson, what we'll be doing is we'll be going into an intro to Paperland graphics, right? So we'll be learning how to use code to craft different graphics and different geometrical shapes. So a bit more. So eventually, I'm planning to do a series of lessons to teach you guys how to do graphics and do animations, and along the way we'll learn a lot about computing concepts, and along the way we'll also be learning a lot about how math and coding comes hand in hand. It comes in play with each other. So that's kind of what I think I want the workshop to be like. Yeah, so this first lesson is just going to be a few simple shapes. So let's jump straight into this. I will hand you guys a link. You guys can search paperland.sg like this. Hi Amy. Amy, can you hear me?
Yeah. I can hear you. Like we're going to the Paperland SG
Yes, and
page.
click try demo here.
Okay.
Amy, are you there? Amy?
Yes.
Yes, yes. Sorry for being late. Yes, I'm here.
No problem.
Finally. Yep.
Cool. I'm gonna be streaming this and recording it for some of the students online. If you're not comfortable with that, just let me know. Otherwise, we'll be streaming it. Yeah. So let me get you up to speed. Head to paperland.sg, right, and click try demo here.
Yeah.
Cool. Enter in your name and you'll see something like this. This page.
Yes. Yeah.
Fantastic. All right. Are you guys all able? I will wait for Amy to join in as well. Amelia, are you able to join?
Sorry. How can I participate this one?
Go to paperland.sg. So search this name here.
Okay.
Enter.
And we
Uh,
need to see some spiral size code.
Yeah, yeah. Amelia, are you able to join?
Yes. I joined.
Joined? I mean, I'll send a link in the group if you guys can't access it. Yeah, so you could click this link here. Alright, yeah, nice. Amy, are you able to come in?
yes, I think I opened it. I already clicked the link that you shared.
Yeah. What do you see?
I mean, I'm seeing that this just some code and some like Java or
Alright.
Rexia.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need you to go to the top right and click enter the shell here. My bad. Click that.
Okay.
Alright. Can you enter in your name now?
Yeah. Alright. Finally.
Finally. Okay, sorry guys, a little
Yes.
technical difficulties. We'll set this up better next time. Okay, so you guys should take a look at my screen. This is what we're gonna do. So I'm gonna introduce you guys to a series of programming commands and we can start. So if you look at the command deck on the right, you see that at the top it says move forward. I want you guys to click it. What you'll notice is on the top left hand side of the screen you should see FW space 50. So FW space 50 just stands for forward 50. So as you can see, the arrowhead moved forward by 50. So change this number to something else, maybe 100, 25, right? So that's how you move things forward. Oh, before you guys do it, I see you guys are stuck at the spiral. So just copy everything on the left side, copy all the text on the left, and delete it. So you have a blank slate like this. Right, so you guys should have a blank slate, yeah. Then you can start writing commands like this. So this is how you write the code in this environment. Following along. Alright, so that's the first command that you guys will need to learn. So it's the forward command. Now we're going to make this arrowhead turn right a little bit. So you can click the second command called face right. So you should see on the top left it says RT30, which stands for right 30. Change the 30 to something else again, maybe 90 or 120, right? So that makes it turn right. So far you guys have been clicking, but you could type the commands as well. So you could type FW space 100 and then you can see it move like this. Yeah, right. Let's see how Amy's doing. Okay, so those are the first two commands, and then the last command is to make the arrowhead turn left. So if you click this, you should see the arrowhead turn left, in this case by 30 degrees, LT30. So make this 45, and we can start drawing some simple shapes with this. So that's the three commands I'm going to introduce to you guys so far, and with these three commands, you guys will be able to create almost any geometrical shapes that you want. So the first task is for you guys to use these commands to draw a square.
Loops in
Right.
here?
Nice. Sorry?
Can we use loops?
You can. So I'll teach you guys the loop command in a real moment, in a short moment. Yeah, so let's just see whether everyone can make a classic square for now. Nice. Amelia, are you able to follow along? Do the square. Are you guys done with the square? Try to do a triangle. Equilateral triangle. So delete it all and do an equilateral triangle. Tejashwar. So if you want to make a loop, you can use it like this. You can see the syntax for the loop as shown on my screen.
Oh, okay. Loop 3 do. Okay.
Yes, loop do. Amelia, are you able to get the square? I see you've been playing around the other commands. Try to get a square first.
I'm just like, I was like, just seeing. I'm just going to do it now.
No worries. Let's see, Amy. Amy, are you able to get the equilateral triangle?
Yeah, I'm trying. It's kind of hard for me to see your like the screen that you're sharing, but at the same time working with my screen here.
Right.
So try. Yeah. Yeah.
Nice equilateral triangle, right. That's how you use a for loop. You don't necessarily have to use a loop if you don't want to. Okay, I see everyone's got their equilateral triangle. So let's try to make a pentagon. Are you guys able to make a pentagon? Do you guys know what a pentagon is?
Sorry, I don't know what is pentagon.
Okay, if you don't know, do you know what's a hexagon? Hexagon. It's basically a shape
Oh
with
yeah.
6 sides. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a shape that has equal sides, and it has six
Mm.
equal sides. Yeah,
Yeah.
so it should look something like this. There you go. This is what you guys want to achieve. Amelia, do you follow? Are you having any issues?
Oh no, I'm just trying to.
Nice. How about Amelia? Amelia?
Yeah, wait. I have my network connection is kind of laggy right now.
Oh, nice one, Amy. Nice, nice. Yeah. So
It's like a math class again. Have to count how many degree I have to finish.
right. Can you try to change yours? Use a loop instead. Are you able to use a loop to make your hexagon instead?
Yeah, it's so wrong.
Sorry. So Tejaswa, how do you make a hexagon without googling for the answer?
Uh, I'm trying to make a pentagon.
Amelia, you can try to just make the shapes without the loop command for now, if that's easier for you.
I'm writing a over like something wrong here.
Yeah. Nice, nice one. Now Tejaswa, try to do a 10-sided polygon. So it should have 10 sides. How would you do it?
Yeah.
Amy, how's it going?
You mean for 10 sides?
Yeah, try to do a 10-sided one.
So
Okay.
it's
Try not to Google the answer.
36 degrees, 360 by n, and this would be like this.
Yeah,
Is it right?
yeah, that's right, that's right. So the platform's able to do some, oh, yeah, the platform's able to do some math as well. So if you guys were to come and, oh, I'll let Amy give it a go first to see how it goes.
I'm just trying to switch the degree.
Right. Amy, try to use a loop to make it easier for yourself.
Yeah. Does the loop start with like loop and number and that's so? I forget.
Okay, I'll show you the syntax. All right.
Okay.
So this is why in the meantime you could try to make a few different shapes to play around with it.
What can I try? Just first.
Oh, dude. Okay.
Try to make a few different shapes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Try to make a circle if you can.
Oh, what's that's interesting.
So you guys can come back to look at my screen for a moment. I will show you guys an interesting thing you could do here. So if you look at my screen, if I want to look at what Amy is doing, I could click on Amy at the bottom here. So this is a horizontal scroll. We can basically see everybody's work happening live. So if I click Amy's code, you see Amy's code is appearing here. And if I want to go back to look at my code, I'll cross it away here and I can take a look at it back again. This is the command deck that you guys saw earlier on the top right. Okay, so that's how I'm looking at what you guys are doing. Yeah. So this is right. Let's try to make a circle. And nice, nice 10-sided polygon, Amy. I think
Yeah.
not sure whether Amelia is still there. Amelia, are you still there? Okay, no worries. Okay, so you guys can do math on this platform as well. So I think Tejashwa was mentioning that the angle, see this on line number 3, the turning angle is actually 360 divided by the number of sides. So instead of writing 60, I could just do 360 divide by 6 and I get my hexagon, right? So I want everyone to make the hexagon again like this. And the next activity, we're gonna make a beehive. So we're gonna make multiple hexagons. So try to make a beehive. You guys know how a beehive look like, right? It's made up of a few different hexagons. So try to make a beehive.
Yes.
As the others are making a beehive, Amelia, are you able to follow along? I can help you along. The orexia person. Ah, nice circle to
Is this
this
a
one.
smoking?
Nice.
Yeah, okay. I was not confident of it.
That's right. That's how you can get a circle. Yeah.
Yeah.
Very nice. So if you zoom in really close, you see it almost becomes a straight line again. Yeah. So when we ran this with kids to teach them how to program simple graphics, we'll ask them questions like, so do you think the earth is round or is it flat, right? And so if you play around with something like this, you can see that even though if you zoom out, the earth looks flat, sorry, it looks round, yeah, but it can be made of very tiny lines. So really interesting thing. So try to make a beehive now.
Yeah.
Whoa,
Whoa,
Alexa, she's doing a
Alexa,
star. Nice. Amelia, you could try to make a hexagon. Then you could start making some beehives. Nice one, Amy. Nice. Oh, you're almost there. Almost there. Almost there. Oh, interesting. Amelia or Orexa, for you, you could try to make 3 stars. You know, just make a few stars. Yeah, you don't necessarily have to make the same beehive. You could just make a few stars. Nice, nice beehive, Amy. Okay,
Yeah.
so let's take a pause and come back to take a look at my screen. Right, let's take a look at my screen again. So what are some programming concepts? Let's take a look at how Amy does her beehive, right? So I'll paste her stuff here. All right. What are some programming concepts that you guys have learned recently that would help you do something like this more easily? Think about what are some of the programming tools you guys have learned and code in place. What's one concept that would really help you with drawing multiple of the same hexagon at the same time?
A loop.
Yes, we
A
have used a
loop
loop.
and a loop would be better if we know how many hexagons we need adjacent to each other.
Yeah, so a loop would work, except in this programming paradigm. See, I think Amy, you drew this. Then you have to move here to draw this, right? Then you have to move over here to draw,
Yeah.
right? So if you want to loop it, how would you loop it? You can use a loop, but there's a even better one, something that will help you draw individual pieces more easily. Does this draw? Any idea?
I'm just thinking.
Starts with F.
Or in while? What?
No, it's not a for loop.
F.
A for loop is a good answer, and you have answered that already. So, other than a for loop, it starts with F. F-U. F-U. Should I review the answer? So, what would be really helpful is a function. What does a function do?
It actually does a small part of the total structure, like we can have one function to check whether there's a hexagon or there or not. The next hexagon is a place available for putting a hexagon or not, and then
Yes.
we can ask to put a hexagon there.
It's possible. Yes, you're absolutely right. So, functions, as you guys have been using it, it's is to do a small segment of what this entire drawing needs to be. So if I want to draw a drawing like what Amy has, I would want a small function to draw this, to draw this, to draw this, and draw this. Yes. So I'm going to teach you guys how to use add a function here. So same thing, you would define. In this case, I will call my function hexagon. Then it will do line 3 to line 6 and end at line 7 like this. So the hexagon is created. So in this case, I could replace the code here with just hexagon, and you see it should call a hexagon like this. Hexagon. There you go. Then I could continue moving. Like for example, I could rotate this a little bit, and you can make another hexagon, right? And I can do this, and I can make another hexagon, right? So this hexagon function basically helps us to use it in multiple places. So this is a really helpful way to use functions. And the concept of functions is something that is not just restricted to the programming that you guys have done in Code in Place. It's also very useful in this context as well. So try to make a beehive, but this time use a function to make things easier for yourselves.
Do we not use semicolon in this actually?
No, so this syntax wise doesn't take semicolon. So this programming language is a simplified one. It's a bit different from Python, but the core computing concepts stay the same. Yeah, Amelia. So you could do the same thing with your star. So if you're still here, let me show you how it can be done. So let me copy your star, and I could create a custom function called star. So I define the function as star. It will do line 3 to line 6 and end at line 7. And you see I created the custom function called star. So what I could do is I could then draw a star multiple times like this, and they could somewhat form a Christmas tree. Yes.
Can we use a loop again here to define how many times we need star and RT?
Yes, you can. You're doing it right. It is looping 25 times, and this is the exact thing you see. So you need to figure out why is it still doing the same thing.
I think mine is completely overwritten. I am feeling that it's been overwritten.
Yeah, exactly. It's being overwritten. That's why it's drawing the same image. Try a different degree. So instead of line 9 having turn right 120, you try a different degree. Do you see that? Yeah. Play around with that.
Moreover, I was able to discover a new shape.
Yeah. Oh, that's a nice shape. Oh, that's a hard shape. What's happening here? Whoa. Yeah. Nice one. Oh, that's cool.
Oh my god, this is even better.
Oh, that was great.
Yeah,
It was completely unanticipated.
yeah, maybe you can click his code and it'll appear on the right. You can see how he does it.
Yeah. Oh,
Is it? This is like similar to the way in our tradition we have we do some geometric drawings in front of the house every day in the morning.
it's like a mandala.
Yeah, similar to that.
Okay.
Right, yeah. So many cultures have very interesting roots in geometry. Yeah, especially the Islamic tiles. Yeah, they're based deeply in geometry. And so using simple programming concepts like forward, right, and left, we're able to recreate a lot of the very beautiful historical patterns. Yeah. So yes, that's one interesting way to discover new patterns. Okay. Now you guys are having a lot of fun. Let's add more things. So let's take a look. Whose code should I copy? Amy's code. Amy, where's your beehive? Let me copy it.
Oh my, I was just about to try different things, so I
Really? Okay. You know what?
I
Let's not
delayed
stop you.
some part of that.
Yeah. Go and try. You know what? I'll give it another 2 minutes. Try to create something interesting. Yeah.
Okay, good. Thank you.
Oh, Amelia, nice. Yes, try out the star. Exactly. Right. You got it. Oh, they're just going ham at this. I, some new shapes I've never seen before.
I got a bit carried away, maybe.
Fantastic. All right, you guys have fun playing around. Discover new shapes for yourself. We'll give it a while. Oh, Amy, you've made a circle. Nice.
Yes.
Good. Well done. You've discovered the circle. So, in nature, perfect circles aren't really a thing. It's not that common, right? So, there are a couple of elements that goes into making a perfect circle. So, you've just discovered how to make one for yourself with only straight lines. So, that's really interesting, yeah?
Yeah, but the point, Right now, I don't know how to reach out the central point because I have to calculate it.
Ah, welcome to geometry, right?
It's a math, yeah, math from junior high something.
Well, there's a shortcut. There's a trick I could teach you. You could type home, or you can click the command
Oh.
home. Where's home? Or go to start. Yeah, you click this one. You can go to start.
Just a sec. Okay.
Yeah, that's a trick that you can use. Yeah. Okay, so now that you guys have been playing around, let me show you guys something more that you can do with functions. So the concept of functions is really powerful. So do come and take a look at my screen and let me show you what I mean by that. Okay, so as you can see, I've drawn 3 stars using Amelia's code like this. And with the defined function, it's easy to do so. But what happens if I want to do 3 stars that have 3 different sizes? How do I do so? Any ideas?
These stars with 3 different sizes. So maybe with the function itself, we can customize the function for the inputs
Yes,
instead of fixating them. Right? Is it possible in that?
excellent idea. That's possible. So that what you're describing is a function variable. So it's an input variable. So let's just call this variable size, or maybe let's call it scale. Let's just call it scale. So what I could do is I could take 150 and I could add a multiplier called scale like this. So nothing's drawn yet because I've yet to tell it which scale I want. So for the first star, I want it to draw it with a scale of 1. So you see it's completed, it's drawn the star here. Then it rotates. And for the second star, I want it to be twice the size of the previous star. So if I type the number 2 like this, you see the larger star that's drawn? That's because the number 2 here is input into the variable scale and is multiplied by 150. So you see this? This is 2 times larger. And for the last star, if I add a space and I type 0.5, you can see it's a mini star. Okay? So go and add your own scale variables to change your base shape such that you can create your beehive that has multiple different sizes.
Sure.
Whoa. Oh.
Something.
I see added scale to both. Interesting. Oh yeah, Amy is doing it for big circle. Yes. Now add a variable to it. Mid circle. Ah, I see. Interesting.
Uh,
Nice, nice. Oh, oh, wow.
and Princeton, think I have done somewhere. Okay, okay, we go. Okay, now it's over. I've used here. So I have a doubt here.
Yes?
I have two functions in my code.
Yes.
Okay. So I've actually maintained scale as only one parameter.
Yes.
So if I have to kind of input two parameters, like I want to have a different scale for hexagon,
You
and
can.
I want to have a different scale for P6.
You
Is
can.
it possible?
Yes. So come and take a look at my screen and I'll show you how to add two variables. Are you able to see my screen?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so to add two variables, just come here and add another variable. So in this case, I would say scale small. So the scale small is the second variable. Maybe it's for a different star called scale small. Then all I need to do is I just type in this is as 100, 200.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, so can you see? So as long as the second, so this is the first variable, this is the second variable, and it's input here,
Yeah.
first and second accordingly. So that's how you input two variables.
Got it. Got it.
For
Thanks.
Amy, this the circles are beautiful. So what I would want you to do is how do you turn this into a variable? So let me show you how to do it.
Yeah.
So this is your code right now. Whoa, nice. Oh, this is nice. Yes. Okay, so this is great. So we're gonna make this even simpler by just having one variable called circle. Okay? And
Yeah.
sorry, one function called circle, and its variable shall be let's call it its length. How about that? So I could see that all you're changing between the three is just this forward value. See, 10, 9, 8, right? So
Yeah.
I'm gonna change this into length, and I'm gonna delete all of this. I'm gonna delete it all like this. So I can just type circle, and I can put 10. You see?
Oh,
I could put
okay.
circle, and I could put 9.
9.
Ah,
Oh, wow.
right. And I could put 8. There you go.
That's
Then,
great. Oh, wow.
right. So this is much simpler because you're using this
Yeah,
variable.
yeah.
Yeah. So give it a
Cool.
yeah. Nice. Wow, wow. You guys are having a good time with the variables. Well done, well done. Okay, so now that you guys are fully equipped with the learning how to use functions and loops and variables, the final task I want you guys is to use all these shapes to make a house. Whoa, Amy has, oh nice, wow, that's beautiful. Okay, try to make a house and we'll call it, that's the final activity. We'll try to make a house of your dreams. Okay, it may not actually look like a house, but try to make up the best house that you can in the next 10 minutes, and then you gotta present your house and tell me what you like most about the code that you've written to make your house. Whoa. Okay, before you go and create your house, I want you guys to paste your code that you've written in the Discord group. So copy the code you've done and paste it in the submissions text channel in the Discord group. Are you able to do that?
Oh, where is the channel submission text?
Yeah, Amy's done it. Go back to Discord and go to the text channels, and there's the submissions. Yeah, so you have a really nice beehive, Tejaswa, so just copy the code for it and paste it there.
Text channel.
Nice. Yep, the final challenge for today is just for you guys to draw a house. So try to use 2 or more functions and try to use 2 or more variables. Yeah, so you guys have about, how long do you guys need? Let's give you guys about 5 minutes to draw the house, and then present to us what you like about the house. Oh, but your beehives are really good. Oh, nice. Do you guys want to work on the house, or you guys want to continue working on your beehive and your circles? What do you guys think? The other group made a house, but I think you guys have crafted much more interesting geometrical shapes. Do you guys want to continue with your shapes?
I would like to continue doing the shape.
Okay, Amy, you can continue. Tejaswa,
Okay, thanks.
what's your take on it?
I'm just thinking.
Okay, you know what? I think you should continue your hexagon. I think it's really cool. Maybe we can add more things inside it.
I just want to see how we can scale the hexagon, because once you are done with this is the second set of hexagon layer which I've done. If you have to do a third layer, we need to fit in another function to understand whether like have to get the arrow out to the external thing.
Exactly. So
Yeah.
you need to rethink your underlying structure on how you are laying out the patterns for your beehive. So I think you probably did a circular version. Yeah, but consider different patterns of pasting and creating the hexagon pattern. Maybe that will help. So right now, do you get what I mean? So right now your hexagon does a rotation to form a larger hexagon structure. But rotation is just one of the patterns that you can use. Yeah. So each larger macro pattern has its pros and cons. So if you really want to scale, then these considerations start coming into play. You can try to draw a line. So that means every time you have a line, you plop one set of hexagons, you go draw a line, you plop another, then that creates an infinite hexagon pattern series in a linear fashion. You see? So then that algorithm would be able to create more hexagon patterns compared to yours. I think Amelia she has some problem with the connection, so she's unable to listen to Discord at the same time as use the website. So that's a little hard. Wow, Amy is nice.
Yeah, but I forget how to reach the midpoint. But anyway, I'm just keep trying.
Okay, if you want to go back to the midpoint, I could show you. You want to take a look?
Yeah, sure.
So come and take a look at my screen.
Yeah.
So you could, there's a couple of things you can do. Of course, you could calculate and head back to the midpoint, but here's the cheat code. So there's a command here, let me hide this for a while, called go to start. So if you see over here, I'm gonna run the command go to start, and you see, it just hops back in here. Boop.
Oh. Is there any tips if to go to the middle point of, for example, the circle 10?
Ah, right. You want to go to
So I
here.
have to be correct.
Yes,
Yeah.
you got to figure out the math for it. So let's, I mean, we could do it together, right? So what's the circumference of this smaller circle?
That's. Let me count.
So
It's circle 6.
circle
so
6, right? And how many times are you, so each circle is moving forward by a little bit, right? So move forward, 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 like this. So
yeah.
I would say that the circumference of this smaller circle is 6 times 360. So
Yeah.
circumference equals 6 times 360, which is equals to, what would that be?
Okay.
It's okay, we can leave it as that. So it's 6 times 360. So we know that this
2160. Oh.
right? Okay, so 360 times 6, which is equals to 2160. So this is also equals to 2 pi r. Yes?
Yeah.
So what we want is we want to get to the center. So we need to know what r is. So
Yeah.
that means that 2160 divided by 2 times pi will give us r. Okay, so in
Yeah.
that case, let's say we finish moving already. We want to head to it, so we will have to move forward to 2160 divided by 2 times pi, like this. There you go, it's in the middle.
Oh, great. Thank you.
Yeah, so if you don't want to calculate it this way, it's 6 times 360. So there you go, you're in the middle of the circle.
Great, great. Thank you so much.
Yes. So this is the importance of math.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, let's give it the last 2 minutes before you guys stop and present your work. Whoa. All right, time's up. Okay. This could go on forever, but okay, let's see each other's work for now. Who wants to go first? Who want to share the shape that they've made so far? Alright guys, we're gonna come back to this. Never ending. Okay, Amy, how about you share with us what you've done so far? I'll copy your code.
Okay, so sorry, I'm just saying it's really interesting. Okay, let me. So should I share my code or what?
I'm looking at it right now. Okay,
Okay,
I'll just copy
I
it.
think I kind of
There you go.
yeah, it became a little bit too messy. Oh, you mean this one? You mean the one currently I'm having now, or previous one with only like simple four loops?
I don't know, which one do you want to present?
Maybe the simple one.
Okay, where's the code for the simpler one? Do I just delete this?
Okay. I think I left in the submission, or I can copy and paste again.
This one?
Let me check.
Yeah, it's this one, yeah. This is the one that
Okay, great.
Alright, how do you create this
Yeah.
and what do you really like about it?
So because I really like the shape, like the circle itself, and actually I wanted to make something more like let's just say that a pattern called the flower of life or life of flower. One way around. But yeah, but I don't know how to do that. So I just try to create more circle, and turn out is I really enjoy the patterns. And yeah, because I think circle somehow can bring on the feeling of fulfilled, just itself is so perfect. Although there is nothing perfect in general, but the shape itself. Anyway, I don't know what I'm saying right now, so
I love it. I love it. Fantastic. That's beautiful.
Yeah. Sometimes, yeah, it's like a knot. It can be like a knot, but yeah, that's it.
All right. Excellent. Thank you for sharing. Nice, beautiful shape. All right, Tejaswa, let's see what you have built. I'm gonna copy your
I've
code
built
now.
a small house.
All right, let's share. Oh, it's a small. Oh, it is really small. Okay, share. What do you do? What do you do here? Come tell us.
So I actually kind of built a square and a house top, which is a small triangle, and then yeah, so I have a rectangle scale, like to extend the house,
Oh yeah, I see it. Yes.
and again the top one just to give the kind of penthouse look, like I kind of extended the version. Yeah, one thing which I felt was that like if we had like some way to identify the point location and just we could drop in the exact points, the shaping would be easier. Yeah,
True, true, true.
and I felt like similar to what we do in Canvas, like you can identify the point location, right? In Canvas in Python. Yeah.
So you see on line 33, just go to. You could do.
Yeah.
You could do it as well. So like this.
Oh. But like placing the cursor on the image, we will know the point.
No, you do not. So that's by design.
Yeah.
Is to force you to think about the
Uh,
geometry and how the shapes relate to each other. Yeah, so it's
yeah.
a
If you observe my like the end of the top, it's not perfectly aligned because of that. Yeah. Yeah.
right. So this is
Yeah.
where a little bit of mathematics comes into play for you to calculate how things should be. Hmm.
Yeah.
What do you like most about your house that you've built?
Yeah, it's like I've actually enjoyed using functions. So it's like you're making the problem into smaller part and then giving it using those small features to build a large complex to solve the large complex problem. So yeah, it's interesting how we can change and make shapes here.
Beautiful, beautiful. All right. Fantastic, fantastic. Okay. Thank you for sharing, Tejaswa. Both of you, Amy, Tejaswa. Those are really beautiful, beautiful shape. Excellent, excellent. Okay, so we have come to our short little hour overshot a little bit class, right? And I told the other group as well that I plan to do another one since they liked it a lot as well. And I think the next class we'll be going through either more on how you guys can collaborate and build larger, more complex shapes together, or it could be more animation related things. So if you see this, all of these are made with the commands that you have learned so far. So whatever you've learned so far, you're able to use it to create all of these things. You see here? All these animations? Yeah, it could be done with, oh, you're almost there already. So that's what the next lesson would be for. So are you guys interested in joining for that as well?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Then I'll just put your names down for it. It'll be next week, same time. We'll add the others as well. So before I let you guys go, I do want some reflections from you guys to let me know how things went. So if you take a look at Discord, there's a reflections channel. There's a text channel called reflections. I want you guys to take a moment to answer the 3 questions at the top. since we only have 2 people, that's just how's the class today? A little bit of technical errors at the start, but you know.
Yeah. Sorry, some marriage is happening near my house and all the fireworks are going.
Oh wow.
Maybe that's appreciative of the class also.
Fantastic. Since there's only two of you, you guys want to share your reflections with me verbally? What do you guys think? How's the class? If it's bad, let me know.
I think the code in place. Okay, I think the code in place itself. Okay, sorry. Am I interrupt someone's?
Amy, you go ahead first. Go on.
Okay, I'm sorry. Yeah, thank you. So for me, the code in place itself is already fun. Then I thought what the code lessons would be, but for today's the doodling or the painting part, I enjoy even more because I personally like painting sometimes, and also I paint mandalas before. So it's really cool to know using the code, I can create some interesting patterns. Yep, that's it.
Thank you for sharing. Glad to hear that you're having fun. Tejaswa, you're saying something before you were interrupted.
No. It was some other thing. Nothing about that. I just was kind of asking Amy to go ahead. Sorry.
I see. Right. Do you enjoy the class?
Yeah. I love it. Like I love to learn things, and it's amazing that I'm putting my brain into this and then getting to learn extract something out of the class.
Any
I don't know how
fantastic.
I'll use it in the profession, but yeah, it's good.
Well, I think in terms of using it in the profession, you know how you break down large tasks into smaller chunks? Yeah, so
Yeah.
a lot of people say that programming makes you smarter. In a sense, it's not exactly true or false. It helps you think about problems in a more systematic way. So, what you're doing, this thing of breaking a large problem down to smaller problems, is called decomposition. Yeah, so
Yeah.
it's a term that people who program use all the time. It's a concept and a tool. So if you could translate that into the professional life in a more systematic way, then that is one way you can look at it. Because in programming, you can have very, very, very large tasks and you have to really break it down. And how you break it down can be different. So the way you draw your house, you break it in a square, house top, and rectangle. So that's your way of breaking it down. There are better ways, there are worse ways, and everyone has different ways. And so the way in which you can break down is also something we can learn as you watch and see how other programmers break down problems. So there's still quite a lot of things you could learn from just this concept alone that can be translated into the professional life. I hope. There's some
Yeah, true. Absolutely agree with you. Like, no doubt at all.
Yeah. All right,
Yeah.
cool. So thank you guys for coming and spending your weekend with me. So yeah, thank you for coming. Take care.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for sharing and hosting this such a lovely session. Thank you.
Thank you guys. Have fun with your wedding that's happening in your place.
Yeah.
All right, take care.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.